Okay, it's Roger with igadgetgeek, and I'm going to have kind of my final review and thoughts on the HTC Titan. Okay, so let's do a quick overview of the phone before we jump into the actual software. Let's take a look at the hardware. Now, this is the HTC Titan for AT&T. It is one of their Windows phones, and it is their 4G. It has a 4.7-inch screen with a resolution of 480 by 800. It has a 1.5 gigahertz processor with 512 megabytes of RAM. It has 16 gigabytes built in of storage. It has a 1650 milliamp hour battery. It has Bluetooth 2.1 EDR. It has the Wi-Fi built in, the 802.11 BGNN. It has a DLNA tethering. Also has an over-the-air sync. It weighs in at 5.6 ounces. It has an 8 megapixel dual LED rear camera. It has a forward-facing camera at 1.3 megapixels. It shoots video at 720p. Alright, we've got the camera repositioned for more of a close-up view of the actual software. Now, this is your main home screen. If you're familiar with Windows Phone, you're going to be familiar with this, but I myself, this is the first time I've been exposed to Windows Phone since Windows 6.5. So I've taken about a week and a half to really use this phone and get a feel for it. And I'm going to have to say I've been very impressed with this new version of Windows OS. They have come a long way from the days of Windows 6.5. Now here's the lock screen. It gives you your time, the day, and the month, and it gives you all your information at the top as far as your signal strength, your network strength, is it on silence, your battery, all that good stuff we're used to. And it even gives you, if you look right here, it has 6 emails. It shows you the emails or messages or any of that kind of stuff. So you flick that up out of the way, and you're presented with your home screen. Now this is totally customizable. You can move these little blocks or widgets around. You just press and hold them, and then they pop out. And then you can just kind of move this around wherever you want. Once you have it in a place you want, you tap it again, it goes into place. Now the thing I want to talk about first on this phone is going to be the Xbox Live integration. If you're a huge gamer and you're real big into the Xbox Live, you're going to love this feature on the Windows Phone. Now once you enter in your gamer tag, it will actually sync up with your Xbox Live gamer tag and all your information. Now as you can see, I've downloaded some games and played a few games to see how the gaming is, and I'm gonna have to admit the gaming on this device with that 4.7-inch screen is phenomenal. There are a lot of Xbox Live game versions that you can download on this phone. Now as you take a look through your panels, you can scroll from left to right, and it's going to give you all your different things. Like right here is your gamer tag, and it actually show your avatar. Now you can go into your profile, your achievements, and even change your avatar from the phone. There's a secondary little app you download, and once you've done that, you can actually go in and change the clothes and the look of your avatar from your phone. If you're real big into the Xbox Live, that's pretty cool. As you can see, there's my avatar and there's my gamer tag. Now, I do play some games, but I'm by no means a huge fanatic when it comes to games. You scroll over just a little bit more, and it gives you your messages and all your friends. Now, I would open that pane, but my friends may or may not want me to show all their gamer tags, to everybody out there in the YouTube and the internet. So we'll skip that. But you have requests. You have your spotlight of your different games, and then of course the games you have, and then Get More will take you to like their little game app store where you can download the games. Now one nice feature about all these games is you can try them before you buy the game, which I think is a nice touch. Now you go here to your profile, and it gives you of course all your information, your all that information that you would have on your profile. You go to achievements. It'll show you the games and the achievements, and if you open up a particular game, it'll show you what achievements you have. But one of the nice features that it does is it'll also show you the achievements you have not yet earned. And if you touch on achievement you have not yet earned, it shows you a little avatar guy there, and he gets kind of sad because he hasn't won the achievement yet. Look at him. He's like, darn it. He runs off. That's kind of been, a little walkthrough on that Xbox Live integration onto the Windows Phone, which I'm going to have to give them a lot of props for. That's excellent integration. I think it works very well. One of the other nice features, of course, this is an HTC phone, so what would it be without, HTC's well-known graphics for their weather? Now you touch on that, you open up this little pane, and it gives you a sense clock there that we're all familiar with. If you're familiar with Android, HTC phones, this will look very familiar to you. Now you also will sync that through your location. You touch on the weather, and it's going to give you an expanded view with those graphics. And there you can go to full screen, and it'll give you your weather. Over here you touch the menu, you can go into demo mode. Very similar to what we've seen on Android devices by HTC. You drag up from the bottom, you'll flip through the different animations. This is one of my favorite, the thunderstorm. Fog is pretty cool as well. Now you put it back in this view, you will get today, tonight, and tomorrow. You got your settings, your refresh, your demo. You can go into 24-hour mode, and it'll give you that same graphic that we've seen on Sense 3.0 with Android devices. You touch the Windows key, it'll take you back to your home page. You have your dialer, your voicemail. Right here you have your dial pad. And if you look at this, it takes up the entire real estate there. So it's a very easy phone to dial. You've got a giant keypad on this 4.7-inch screen. Now, one of the nice things you can do with your contacts, once you enter in your email information, you can choose to sync those contacts. In this case, I've entered in my Gmail information, and you can sync all those contacts. Now, I have turned that function off because I don't need to show everybody in the world all my contacts. But one of the nice features that you can do is once you've synced all those contacts, you can set up, like here I have family and friends. And once you touch on that, it will give you a block, a single block with a picture for every person that's on in that particular group. Of course, now there's Notes, Facebook, eBay, Amazon. There's a lot of those apps most people are familiar with. You have here your pictures, and we'll go into, it'll show your camera roll, any albums you've downloaded to the phone. Now the way you sync this is very much like any other Zune out there. You would use that same Zune software, and it will sync through your computer just like if it was a Zune player. Of course, you have your marketplace, where you will have, App Center, HTC apps, games, music, podcasts, all that good stuff. Of course, you have a calendar, which is nice. You have your daily view, and you can click over here to your month view, or you can go back to agenda, or back to your main screen. You have your music and videos. And I'm going to have to say, I put a little video on here. I'm going to start it over. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume all the way up and restart this. You have excellent video quality on this, and the audio is very loud from that rear speaker. Of course, the weather bug, there's all kinds. Of course, Google Maps that we're all familiar with. You got your settings, and one of the things in the settings, you go to themes. You can change your background from dark to light, and you can actually change your accent color. We'll go back to teal here. We'll go back home, and as you can look, it's changed the colors of the blocks. So it does give you some light theming. It doesn't give you just a ton of options as far as, theming or changing the look. But this phone is great for someone that is not into all that graphical tweaking and changing. They just want something to work and work well. This new Windows phone works very well. Functionally, I've used it for about a week, and I've been surprisingly impressed with how well this phone has functioned. So that's kind of been my thoughts and review of the new HTC Titan for AT&T. This has been Roger with iGadgetGeek.